Hello YouTube and welcome back to Chippingford Central. This is a layout update for me for June 2014. It's a video to show you what I've been up to and how things have been going for me over the past sort of 6 months since my last update. Most of it involves construction, planning, organisation of where am I going to put my layout and how am I going to do it. I hope you enjoy it. I've tried to sort of explain as much as I can, so yeah, see how it goes. So I've done the first phase of the clear out. Some of you might remember from the previous video that all of this was rammed full of things, odds and sods, mostly garden stuff at the end there. But now that's all in the temporary shed, which you can see through this little window. There we go, all in there now. So I've just got a little bit of sorting out to do of some of these things. Removed quite a lot of things from the basement, and I've shifted quite a few other things around. Still a little bit left to go, but should be done fairly soon. But what I've done, basically I've got everything sort of out down this side here at a sort of level that would fit under the baseboards. So I've got my climbing stuff and wetsuits and stuff like that, all the motorbike kit there, and all the mountain bike kit and things over there. This is his shoes and stuff. Then I've got some kind of material, couple of heaters that I found, which should keep the place warm temporarily until I can get the radiator fitted, which again should be there, I hope. Yeah, there's a load of cardboard and bits of paper and wood and stuff I've collected that I think would be quite useful when I'm building the layout, and just juggle about a bit of the gardening stuff. Random things, some of it can go out in the shed, some of it is going to be prone to damage from the damp, so I'll keep it in here, and that should all go in there. That will free up all these shelves hopefully under here, and I can put all the bits of stuff I've got, all the locos and rolling stock and other odds and sods, track and whatever, I can keep a nice place. And then what I thought is I can actually, this surface here, if I take the kitchen worktops off, then the framework under there is pretty good. I reckon I can just put a baseboard straight on top of that and use that as maybe my kind of height for the whole layout, and just run that around then. So now I can see from the other side. There you go, can run that around. There's a couple of different heights there, but that might come in handy because I can do like a figure of 8 loop, like a double loop on the layout, where on the sort of second loop it goes into a tunnel under this, but say the station was here, and it would come round here, sink slightly down here, and then come underneath the layout, and then pop back out an unexpected spot here somewhere, and then come back in, and then back into the station. So I reckon the two different heights might actually work quite well. So yeah, still a few things to do, but it's progress. So quite happy about that today. Feel like I've achieved quite a lot. So I've just got to keep going now. Still a lot of work to do in the back garden. If you have a look out here, got the decking to build, got a bit of rubbish to throw out, decking to build, the exotic plant bed to build, the decking to sort out here still. That shed is nearly done, just got to sort the door out and get a roof, and the tarp's temporary, and yeah, got a little firewood store to build here, but got a lot of pallet wood broken up now. Found some old tiles I can make a roof with. Got to convert this is the old outdoor loo. It's currently full of stuff like kindling for the fire. No penguins in there though. Anyway, going to carry on at this stage. Anyway, I don't think there's any more for me to do at this point until I start laying the baseboards. All this stuff that I showed you earlier, that'll get reorganised once the baseboards go down. I'll shuffle those about a bit so that they're a bit more accessible and maybe up sort of this end of the room. For the time being, they're all staying there. I've now cleared out all this bit. You can see there's plenty of room to put stuff now, bits and bobs of layout related stuff. Still got a few things on top of there, but I think they're mostly going to be like working tools. They've got to go in the garage because they're all kind of mechanical related stuff. I've got myself a nice little worktop now, which is good, and all my tools, toolboxes, power tools, kind of materials and fillers and glues and stuff, paints, all down there. All the cleaning stuff up there. That's kind of a bit more organised now as well. It's organised to me anyway, I know where everything is. All this stuff is kiddie related stuff, pushchairs, backpacks, cot, and that's all going to go fairly soon anyway, so that won't be there. So yeah, so what's left to do? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put some kind of insulation across that window, maybe some foam or some of that loft rolls that you can get, and I'll do the same with the door as well. There's a bit of a gap, look where it shuts. Yeah, you still see there's like a half a centimetre gap. Obviously the door doesn't shut properly, there's no lock or anything on here at the moment, but I reckon if I put some insulation foam across that and bridge the gap where you can see down there. Quite like the door, it's nice. So original door probably from 120 odd years ago. So I like to keep that, so the less sort of minimal kind of damage I can do to it, or alterations, the better. But I do want it to be warm in here, so I'm going to do it. Might have to lime coat the walls again. This stuff is crappy paint, I think. I don't think it's the proper stuff, and I've got some of that down there, 15 litres of it. So anyway, I have to do something with the walls. It's pretty flaky stuff. There's always a lot of dust everywhere, as you see. All that there, look, it kind of accumulates over the last few years. This, I found out, this is hot. Means that this is the radiator. So we've got two feeds here. Obviously, this is where it's gone in the kitchen. That's where it's come out of the kitchen, just there and there. And it runs along here. And the previous owners very kindly put a little feed there. So I'm going to put a nice big fat radiator along here. Somewhere along here probably, which will be really nice. So when I get this insulated and the radiator in, it should be nice and toasty in here, because I think it's just a little bit damp. Not too bad, but some of those sort of more cardboardy type things that have been here, like this box has been here for been down here for a good couple of years. It's alright, it's not disintegrated or anything, but it's showing signs of damp. So I don't want the layout to go mouldy. Nothing's actually gone mouldy in here, but still, I'd rather it was quite nice and dry. Plaster skim the ceiling, so plaster skim, insulation, radiator. and electricity. Right, my sockets are here. I've only got 2 sockets. I hope that'll be enough. I'm not very electrically minded, so I'm going to have to do some kind of swatting up on this to see whether that's going to be enough power for the layout from just one. Well, hopefully it should be enough. How much power can it need? But I do want to run some more lighting. The only lighting I've got is this one strip light here, and this is more of a lamp that I've just attached there for today. I do want to have some better lighting in here, and I'm thinking something more natural, kind of naturally lit, because if I'm going to spend a lot of time down here, and you get quite depressed if it's dark all the time. So if I can get some warm lighting in, so maybe some blue and reds, or just something that looks like daylight. Maybe I can get like a fancy kit or something where I can alter the lighting to like mood lighting or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that's it. Now I've got this looking kind of how I would like it to look, or at least I've got everything out that I want out. Well, pretty much most things. I still want to get rid of these things, and this stuff will go here. But I've gone and got the wood for the baseboards. I think that's the sea king. Is it the sea king? No, look at the tails, looks wrong. As I was saying before I got really rudely interrupted by the helicopter, I've gone and bought the wood for the baseboard. There we go, it's a mixture. A few sheets of ply, 8x4, some 3x1, some 2x1 and some 1x1. I haven't got anything for the sort of back scenery boards or anything yet. That'll come later. But there we go. Got to take that in now and start building. Here it comes again. Hello. How are you doing? So there we have it. It's all in. Let the construction begin. So, do you know what? These boards are heavy. You don't want to shift them around too much. And they're awkward as well to carry, especially through narrow gaps and low ceilings. So, got all the wood in. Now I have to finalise plans and begin construction, and I suppose that begins with rendering the ceiling and sort of insulating the doors and giving them a damn good clean out as well. Man, this is filthy. Look at that. It's really dirt. There's dirt everywhere. Sawdust and bits of wood, and God, it hasn't been cleaned for 2 years. So yeah, right. Well, that'll be another day. I've got another job on now, and I'll show you that in a minute. Looking good. Looking good. Well pleased. Well pleased with this wood from well-known Southwest DIY supplier, and cheap for the quality that you get. I mean, this is really good quality plain timber. Really, really good quality. And it comes in 4-meter lengths as well. They don't price up. They price up by meter, so it doesn't matter how long the lengths are. But it's just convenient getting it in longer lengths, especially because it now pretty much fits the length of the room. Yeah, all chuffed. Looking forward to getting stuck in. Now I've got to go and do the other project, which is the decking. Dun dun dun! Alright, so I've removed the worktops and found that these are screwed into the wall, which means that I have a decision to make. So screwed into the walls, just here and here, and quite neatly put together. There's some like quite nice joins there. That's good. So do I keep that as the height of my layout, or do I use that as the bit that runs under the main station on the figure of 8? I could keep that because it's quite narrow, isn't it? So decision. Do I run that all the way through there as well? Or not? I'm not sure. I keep this thing. This thing's a bit kind of Heath Robinson. So what do I do? I've moved the wood, you might have noticed. I moved it over here. So it would be more out the way and I could get on with construction. Anyway, decisions about what to do about the height of the layout. If I keep the height of the layout here, that gives me 65 centimeters of height. That's 80 meters. If I keep this as the height, then that gives me a lot more. It's like 100 centimeters. No, it's not. That's a lie. I don't know. I haven't measured it. Let's measure it. That's 70. And 16. Well, that's 86. Okay. 86 centimeters. Do the math. Okay, so 350 foot or 100 meters of building upwards. I'm not sure I'm going to need 100 meters. I'm not making any kind of like cliffs. Yeah, I could be making Avonmouth Gorge climbing cliffs, but I'm not. I would need 80 meters for those, but I'm not. So maybe that will do. Anyway, decisions. What to do, what to do, what to do. We're going to look on this and think about it in months to come. And it's bloody raining. Raining again, and again. Raining, raining, raining. Always raining, like in Scotland. All the time.